Hey everyone, welcome back to the Daily English Studio. I'm Jenny, and today we're diving into a topic that's going to completely change the way you learn English. Have you ever found yourself stuck in the translation trap where you're constantly translating every word in your head before speaking or writing in English? If so, you're not alone. But here's the good news. You can break free from this habit and start thinking directly in English. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Let's get started. First, let's talk about why thinking in English is so important. When you're constantly translating from your native language, it slows you down. It makes conversations harder, and it can even make you feel less confident. But when you start thinking in English, everything becomes faster, smoother, and more natural. You'll speak more fluently, understand faster, and feel more confident in your skills. So, how do we do it? Let me share 5 practical tips to help you train your brain. Tip number 1, start small. Think in single words. You don't have to jump into full sentences right away. Begin by thinking of simple, everyday objects or actions in English. For example, when you see a cup, think cup. When you're walking, think walk. This helps your brain associate the object or action directly with the English word, skipping the translation step. Let's try it together. Look around you right now. What do you see? A chair, a window, a phone. Say the words in your head. This is a simple but powerful way to start building the habit of thinking in English. You can even do this while you're out and about when you're at the grocery store. Think apple, milk, bread. The more you practice, the more automatic it will become. To make this even more effective, try labeling objects in your environment. For example, if you're at home, look at the items around you and name them in English. If you're outside, describe what you see. Car, tree, street. This exercise helps you build a direct connection between the object and the English word, which is the foundation of thinking in English. Tip number 2, describe your day in English. Every night before bed, try to recap your day in your head using simple English sentences. For example, I woke up at 7, I ate breakfast, I went to work. It doesn't have to be perfect, just focused on forming the thoughts in English. If thinking in sentences feels too hard at first, try writing it down. Writing forces you to organize your thoughts and helps you practice forming complete ideas in English. You can start with just 2 to 3 sentences and gradually increase as you get more comfortable. For example, today was a good day. I talked to my friend. We had pizza for dinner. The key is to keep it simple and consistent. Over time, you'll find it easier to think in complete sentences without translating. To take this a step further, try narrating your day as it happens. For example, while you're cooking breakfast, think I'm making eggs. I'm pouring coffee. I'm setting the table. This real-time practice helps you get used to thinking in English throughout the day, not just at night. Tip number 3, think in phrases, not just words. Once you're comfortable with single words, start combining them into short phrases. For example, instead of just thinking coffee, think I want coffee or I'm drinking coffee. This helps you get used to forming complete thoughts in English. See how easy that is? You're already building sentences in your mind without translating. Here's a fun exercise. Take 5 minutes every day to describe what you're doing in real time. For example, I'm sitting at my desk. I'm typing on my laptop. I'm drinking water. This is called self-talk, and it's a fantastic way to practice thinking in English. It might feel a little strange at first, but it's incredibly effective. The more you do it, the more natural it will feel. To expand on this, try thinking in questions and answers. For example, if you're planning your day, ask yourself, what am I going to do today? I'm going to work. Then I'll go to the gym. This helps you practice forming more complex thoughts in English. Tip number 4, immerse yourself in English. The more you surround yourself with the language, the easier it'll be to think in it. Watch movies, listen to podcasts, or read books in English. Try to absorb the language naturally, just like you did with your native language when you were a kid. Pro tip, try turning on English subtitles when you watch something. It helps you connect the words you hear with the words you see, reinforcing your understanding. You can also try listening to English music and looking up the lyrics. Sing along if you're feeling brave. The goal is to make English a part of your daily life. Another great way to immerse yourself is to change the language settings on your phone or computer to English. This forces you to interact with the language every day, even in small ways. Over time, you'll start thinking in English without even realizing it. Tip number 5. Practice, practice, practice. Thinking in English is a skill, and like any skill, it takes time to develop. Don't get discouraged if it feels hard at first. The more you practice, the more natural it will become. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes every day to focus on thinking in English. You can do this while you're commuting, cooking, or even exercising. One way to practice is to set a daily challenge for yourself. For example, challenge yourself to think only in English for 10 minutes straight. If you catch yourself translating, gently redirect your thoughts back to English. Over time, you'll find it easier to stay in the English mindset. Another great exercise is to imagine conversations in English. For example, if you're preparing for a job interview, practice answering questions in your head in English. Or, if you're planning to meet a friend, think about what you'll say to them in English. This not only helps you think in English, but also prepares you for real-life situations. Let's quickly recap the 5 tips. Start small. Think in single words. Describe your day in English. Think in phrases, not just words. Immerse yourself in English. Practice, practice, practice. Remember, the goal is to make English a natural part of your thought process. It won't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll get there. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're going to try to think about in English today? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who's also learning English. Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily English Studio for more tips and tricks to improve your English. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.